You set the alarm for 5:30. You hit snooze twice, got up at 7, told yourself tomorrow. You've done this before. With the diet, the training, the project. Same start, same collapse. Different month. This isn't a motivation problem. You've had motivation. There's something else going on, and it has a name. You're not fighting your circumstances, you're fighting yourself, a version of yourself that knows exactly how to beat you. This video is about how to win that fight. Picture a Sunday night 3 months ago. You map it all out. Sleep by 10. Training at 6. No phone before 8. One project, 90 minutes every morning. Monday goes fine. Tuesday, something comes up. Wednesday, you're tired. Thursday, the week is already lost. Monday comes. Same plan, same collapse. Different week. That's the pattern. It shows up when you're tired, when the day ran long, when one bad conversation is still in your head at 8 at night. That's when the other version takes over. Quietly, without asking. And you've let it happen so many times, you've stopped noticing it's even a choice. Here's what you think the problem is. You think you need more discipline, a better routine, the right system, the right habit tracker, maybe a new environment. That's not it. The real problem is this. You've been trying to beat yourself with tools that only work on strangers. Discipline is a strategy for someone you don't know yet. But you know you. You know every shortcut, every excuse, every false promise you've made to yourself. You are the worst possible opponent for a self-improvement system because you built the loopholes. The fight isn't you versus your circumstances. It's you versus you. And right now, the wrong version is winning. I spent 2 years thinking I just needed better habits, more structure, a stricter morning routine. I didn't. I needed to stop pretending both versions of me wanted the same thing. They don't. And once I understood that, everything changed. There are 4 moves that change this. Not mindset shifts, not motivation. Concrete moves, starting tonight. Here's how you win. Step 1. Name both versions. Not metaphorically, literally. The version of you that trains, focuses, and follows through, that version has a name. Maybe it's your last name. Maybe it's something harder. But it's specific. The version that folds, delays, and rationalizes, that one has a name too. Something softer, something you wouldn't want someone else to call you. This sounds basic. It's not. The moment you give both versions a name, you create a gap, a millisecond between the impulse and the action. That gap is everything. Most people lose because there is no gap. The weaker version just acts. Naming it creates friction, and friction is enough. Because the moment you can say its name, you're already watching it. And what you can watch, you can slow down. But naming them is only half the battle. Here's where it gets harder. Step 2. Stop negotiating. You know what negotiation sounds like inside your head. Just this once. I'll make up for it tomorrow. I've already had a hard day. Here's the truth. The weaker version of you is a professional negotiator. It has been practicing on you for years, and you have never once won a negotiation with it after 9 at night. So stop showing up to that conversation. The rule is not be stronger. The rule is no negotiation. Not with that version. Not ever. When you feel the negotiation starting, you already lost. The decision was made 10 seconds before you noticed. So make the decision earlier. Make it in the morning. Make it when you're full and rested, and the weaker version has nothing to work with. A decision made in strength outlasts a dozen made when you're running on empty. Step 2 keeps you out of the fight. Step 3 makes sure the right version shows up first. Step 3. Win the first 30 seconds. Your job is to make the right action cheaper than the wrong one. Not easier overall, just cheaper in the first 30 seconds. Because that's the window before your brain starts calculating the cost. Before the weaker version even wakes up. Phone across the room, gym bag by the door, water on the desk before the coffee, notebook open before the screen. Winning doesn't happen in hour 3 of your workout. It happens in the first 30 seconds, when both versions of you are standing at the same door. The one that moves first wins. Make sure it's the right one. And here's where most people get it wrong, even when they've made it this far. They start tracking the wrong thing. They count days, streaks, how long they've been consistent, and the moment the streak breaks, they quit. Step 4. Track wins, not intentions. Every time you fold, the weaker version gets stronger, not figuratively, neurologically. The path gets easier every time you take it. This is why consistency matters more than intensity. A 20-minute workout you actually did is worth more than the 2-hour session you planned for 6 weeks and never started. Track what you did, not what you meant to do, not the streak you're trying to protect. What actually happened. 1 win a day, every day, for 90 days. That's not a motivational poster. That's how you change who shows up when it gets hard. Now, I'm going to be real with you. Most men who watch this will understand it completely. They'll nod. They'll even feel something shift. And then they'll go back to negotiating with the wrong version of themselves tonight. Not because they didn't understand, because understanding doesn't cost anything. And the weaker version knows that too. It's counting on you to feel inspired and do nothing. Every day you spend preparing to change instead of changing, you are training the wrong version of yourself. You're giving it one more day of evidence that you talk and don't move. This isn't about hating that version of you. It's about stopping it from making decisions you'll regret. You can't afford that. Not at 25. Definitely not at 35. By 40, those patterns cost more to change. Not impossible, but the price goes up every year you wait. I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying it because the version of you that you actually want to be is still there. It's just waiting for you to stop giving the other one the benefit of the doubt. Here's what you do tonight. One thing. Take out your phone, open the Notes app, and write down both names. The version you want to be, and the one that keeps showing up instead. Write them down. Look at them. Then decide which one makes the first move tomorrow morning. That's it. Start there.